guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. Today's unboxing video is the Selfridges Beauty Advent Calendar for 2025. I bought this myself, it cost me £250 and it's worth £1,136 according to Selfridges. So in today's video we're going to unbox the whole calendar. So this year they've gone with pretty much the same design as last year but with like a blue slipcover on. I kind of wish they'd done the whole calendar in that blue colour because I think it's particularly pretty and I like the accents and the details on the slipcover, and obviously the slipcover just gets thrown away, so I would have preferred that on the box itself, but anyway, just an observation, just my thoughts on that. So before we jump into the unboxing, one thing I kind of wanted to ask you guys is, are you interested in videos of me reviewing calendars that I'm not buying? Because as you can imagine, I can only buy so many calendars and I do save up all year because I love making these videos, but there is a limit to what I can unbox. I'm not a big YouTuber where I've got loads of brands sending me things. I get the odd thing, which obviously I tell you about when I'm unboxing it, but the vast majority of these calendars, all the high-end ones, I'm buying them myself. It's expensive, isn't it, as we all know? Which, by the way, if you are using my links and my discount codes, you are helping towards this. You're helping me to get advent calendars and do more unboxings for you, so it really does make a difference. So anyway, let me know if you're interested in a video of me just talking about the calendars I'm not buying. And I will try my best to do some reviews like that if people are interested. If they're not, then I probably won't bother. Okay, so on to today's calendar. We're going to start by unboxing them. Okay, so they're in little yellow boxes like this. I always have to be careful how I open them as well because one end will have all the yellowy tissue paper in, so that means go for the other end. Okay, so the first item we have is from Charlotte Mensah, and it is the Manketti Oil Scalp Scrub. It's in a 50ml travel size that retails for £30. It says to restore balance for optimum scalp health with the Charlotte Mensah Manketti Oil Salt Scrub. So this is supposed to help with hair growth and reduce flaking, which is definitely something I've experienced. Some of these boxes are just so difficult to get into. So I have used some of the Manketti like shampoo and conditioner and stuff before, although I can find it sometimes a little bit too kind of heavy for my fine hair, but I've never tried the scalp scrub. This is what it looks like. It's in a little kind of glass container. It's got sea salts from Pram Pram in Ghana and a Himalayan pink salt. It works to naturally exfoliate the scalp to remove dead skin cells, product residue and excess oil. Oh, it smells quite perfumed. It's quite liquidy as well, so I can't dip it too much. It does say it contains a blend of nourishing oils including sweet almond, grapeseed, jojoba seed and mongongo oils. It tells you to use it once a week to target some of the most common scalp concerns. Cleansed, energised hair and microbiome balanced skin. It does tell you that when you apply it, you should let it emulsify for 10 minutes. So it's going to have a little bit of time on your scalp before you rinse it off. Let me know if you've tried it, because like I said, it's a new one for me. Day number 2. Today we get 3 products. We get a shampoo and conditioner from Amica. This is The Cure. A gentle shampoo clinically shown to strengthen and reduce breakage caused by everyday stressors, heat and chemical treatments. It gently cleanses, strengthens hair and prevents future breakage. And it targets the bonds in your hair that are most prone to breakage. It's 60ml or 2 fluid ounce and retails for £12. And then we get the matching Strength Repair Conditioner. Oh, it says it's safe for colour safe hair as well. This is also 60ml, a travel size that retails for £12. It's a moisturising conditioner that's clinically shown to strengthen and reduce breakage, again caused by everyday stressors, heat and chemical treatments. So that sounds good. Let me know if you've used this. I don't think I've used this shampoo and conditioner, and I quite like these the funky packaging. What do you think about this? I mean, it's kind of plasticky but hopefully recyclable. It does say it is cruelty free as well, and looks like it's gluten free, made in the USA. I just think the packaging's cute. It reminds me of the old Lucozade pouch drinks that I don't know if they make anymore. It just retro, but it reminds me of that. The other thing in here, which is kind of a similar colour, is by Junebird. Junebird is showing up in a lot of the high-end calendars this year, which is really good. This is the Palm Wild Hand Wash. It's a mini travel size, so you can buy it in this size, which is 50ml for £12. It says cleanse the hands of dirt and impurities with Junebird Palm Wild Hand Wash. It is a scented hand wash that avoids disrupting the skin's natural barrier. So it's sulfate free and works to restore moisture levels. It's got allantoin, it has hyaluronic acid, panthenol, apple ferment, herbal botanicals and all kinds of good stuff. It says it's got a spiced amber scent. Oh, it does. It kind of has, for me, a little bit of a like autumnal scent to it. I like it. So with day 2, you can wash your hands and your hair. Day number 3. Today we get a travel sized blush from Hourglass. So this is one of the ambient lighting blushes in Luminous Flush 1.3 gram. And this is a travel size that retails for £29. I feel like we've had this before. It comes in the like proper Hourglass packaging. It has a mirror in the lid, and as I say, it is a travel size. You can purchase this in this size. So it's a nice kind of pinky shade, and it has a nice bit of luminosity to it. It's what I've got on my cheeks because I already have it. It says create a bright and dynamic blush look with the Hourglass ambient lighting blush, a blush that brings together the amazing lighting effects of ambient lighting powder with outstanding hues. It's highly pigmented and works to blur direct light to create a wonderfully soft glow. I think that's one that's quite wearable and most people will be able to wear, although not as exciting because I'm pretty sure we've had this in an advent calendar before. Day number 4. Today we have got a product from Drunk Elephant. It's the Be Goldie Bright Drops. Now, I love Drunk Elephant. I have been speaking about the brand for years, talking about the products, trying out their products for years. And I've got to say, if I'm honest, this is probably the one I use the least. It basically adds a bit of glow to your face, but I get that from skincare. I mean, this is kind of skincare because it does have niacinamide in it. So it is supposed to do good stuff for your skin as well as bright, you know, add the glossy, glowy sort of brightening. But I kind of, because I get that from like skincare, I don't feel like I need to add it. But if you want that kind of luminous look, you can just add a few drops of this to your skincare and you'll get even more kind of glowy skin. Or you could use it as a sort of light highlight as well. It lasts like ages. I've certainly never got through a bottle of this. It's a full size. It retails for £35. It also has things like mulberry leaf extract to fade hyperpigmentation, dark spots and post-breakout marks for improved clarity and radiance, as well as giving that light reflecting look to the skin. Niacinamide I love as well. I've spoken about niacinamide before and I credit that with being excellent for sort of stopping you have breakouts. It kind of protects against breakouts, or that's been my experience with it anyway. So that is day 4. Day number 5. Today we get a hair oil from Yisu. This is the honey infused hair oil. It's in the 20ml travel size. It retails for £19. An award-winning hair oil powered by honey for clinically proven intense hydration, instant shine, heat protection and lasting frizz control. It's powered by sustainably sourced honey and bee garden oils, clinically proven to deliver intense hydration, instant shine and frizz control with every drop. Use pre-styling, post-styling or as an overnight treatment. Yeah, so it's really nice on wet hair or dry hair. I can only apply really small amounts because my hair is super fine, but it's also really nice to like mix with a deep conditioner treatment and leave on overnight, or just put on as a treatment on your hair overnight. And you know what, when I'm looking at some of the products in here, I'm thinking, yeah, this is like walking through the Selfridges beauty haul. These are the products I see as I'm walking through and kind of shopping beauty in there. So I think they've already hit the I'm shopping in Selfridges beauty haul for me already, which is kind of what they should do because this is the Selfridges advent calendar. I must say I can still smell the scalp scrub from day number 1. It's quite a strong scent and all I did was open it. So just bear that in mind. Day number 6. Today we get a product from Lisa Eldridge. I've definitely noticed a lot of Lisa Eldridge products have been in a lot of the calendars, although not the same product, so that's good. Although I think the eyeliner's shown up quite a lot recently. But anyway, this is one of the lip liners. So it's in a pencil, as you would expect with a lip liner with a metal lid. And the shade on this is Fawn, which is a kind of warm nude shade. So it is a very wearable lip shade. They've not gone with anything too crazy. It's not red. Not saying that red's crazy. I like red, but I know not everybody does. This is more like an everyday kind of shade. So it is 1.2 gram. It's a full size and it retails for £19. Day number 7. Today we've got a skincare product from Rodial. This is the Vitamin C Brightening Tonic 100ml. This is a travel size. It retails for £22. It says to brighten and renew the appearance of skin with Rodial Vitamin C Deluxe Glow Tonic. Fortified with a combination of essential acids to promote smoother, visibly younger and radiant looking skin. It has got a 5% acid complex, including lactic, glycolic and multifruit acids and brightening vitamin C. It effectively lifts away dead skin cells and enhances radiance, revealing a clarified, more even toned complexion. It also conditions and hydrates with amino acids and vitamin B. So this is, like I said, 100ml or 3.38 fluid ounce. The great thing about it as well is it has got one of those types of, what do you call it, like a pump thing. So you can just literally open it, get your cotton pad, press down on it, and just enough product comes onto the pad so it doesn't like go everywhere. I quite like those types of applicators. Anyway, I have used this before. I like these types of products for when I've cleansed my skin, just to kind of give it a wipe over so it removes anything I might not have got with the cleanser, or if it's the morning, kind of refreshes my skin. And then I feel like everything else I put on is kind of, I don't know, accepted into the skin better. Kind of similar to the Ren Ready Steady Glow Tonic, which I believe they don't make anymore because I think Ren has stopped making products. So this is kind of a nice alternative to that as well. Day number 8. Ooh, so today we're into our first fragrance. It's reflective because it's in some packaging. So let me take the packaging off and we'll see what this smells like. I quite like the fact that it's in its own packaging and it's not just sort of loose in the bag, because this makes it feel like I've gone and bought a travel size fragrance, which is what this is. It's super heavy actually, which, while it's nice to have something that feels heavy and like luxurious, I don't know if I'd want to put this in like my handbag or something because it's so heavy. I don't know if it's the lid that's heavy. The whole thing's heavy actually, but this lid is definitely adding some weight. So yeah, it does feel kind of luxurious and all that, but it also feels real heavy. So this is by the brand Ormand Jane, and it's the Levant Eau de Parfum. It's a 10ml travel size. It retails for £35 in this size, and it says, a bottle of happiness that has no intention of being anything other than ravishing and gorgeous. An innocent note of peony, adored by all flower lovers, a singing note of lily, a garland of orange blossom and jasmine, brilliant, appealing, flirtatious, and full-on jubilation. That's quite nice. I mean, it's not something I would go out and choose myself. The floral notes are definitely balanced out with the orange blossom, so it's less floral and, I don't know, it gives it a little bit of fruit and a little bit of something else. So I think I prefer it to a standard floral fragrance, but I don't think it's something I would go and pick up and choose for myself. That's the challenge, isn't it, with fragrance and advent calendars? I love getting to try new things, but inevitably, unless you are the sort of person who likes every scent, you're probably going to have different opinions on which scents you do and don't like. And again, as I've said before, I always think things smell differently on different people, but overall I do think I like it. I just probably wouldn't have chosen it myself. Day number 9. Okay, so we've got 2 products today. The first is by Sculpted by Amy, which is a brand I've been hearing a lot more about recently. This is the Beauty Base Original Primer in a 30ml size, which is 1.01 fluid ounce. Now, I'm a little bit confused because when I look on the Selfridges website, it tells me that a full size is 50ml. So I'm going to assume this is not a 50ml then because it's 30ml. So a full size 50ml is £23, which means that this one is worth about £13.80, if I've done my maths correctly, which I think I have. Yeah, I'm kind of doing that price per ml because we only get a 30ml size. Just to give you a little bit of context, because it's easy to get swept up, I think, with advent calendars and think everything's like a full size, but sometimes when you look closely, it's actually not. Anyway, and that's not to dissuade from the product, but I just think it's interesting to check what you're actually getting. It does say Mini Beauty Base on the front, to be fair. I missed that when I took it out of the box. There's an all-in-one moisturising primer. It's got SPF 30, which is a nice touch. So it's got hyaluronic acid to hydrate and plump the skin and replace the natural carbohydrate in our bodies that diminishes with age. I didn't know it was a carbohydrate. And it's got peptides to stimulate your skin to make collagen. The other product is from a brand new brand I've never heard of before called Moon Glaze. And this is their blush stick in the shade Blushed. It's a 7-gram full size. This retails for £23. So it's made in Korea, and it says to apply it with your fingertips or our Moon Glaze full use brush and tap or dab onto your cheeks to create a seamless blush finish. So it's in this kind of chunky plastic packaging, and this is what it looks like. This looks like quite a dark colour. Again, it's not really a colour I would have selected myself. Day number 10. And today we get 2 products again. One of them is a lash serum from UK Lash. This is a complex peptide lash serum in a 3ml full size worth £42. Now, I've never used UK Lash, but it's one I've heard a lot about. Now, I use Revitalash. Whenever I've tried like more affordable versions of it, it's either not worked or it's caused irritation. So I'm always a little bit reluctant now to try other lash serums, because although I know Revitalash is like the most expensive one, it really works for me, so therefore I kind of stick with it. Anyway, this is for longer, fuller, nourished lashes, and it's 3ml or 0.10 fluid ounce. Now obviously with a lash serum you do need to be applying it every night, and it usually takes like 8 to 12 weeks to see results, so it's not a quick fix, but once you reach the 12-week point you're like, how did I live without this in my life? The other thing we get is a full-size mascara from Fenty Beauty. It's the Hella Thick Volumizing Mascara in a 10ml size, which is a full size, worth £20, and it's a black mascara. It's a long wear formula, it has funky packaging, and it says extreme volume creates an unreal dramatic lash effect, sweat, humidity and transfer resistant, tapered brush and full bodied formula to coat, curl and lift your lashes. Day number 11. So we get another couple of products in here. The first is by Maria Neela, and it's the Head and Hair Heal Soothing Serum. This I am very interested in. It's a full size 50ml, retails for £29. It's described as a cooling scalp serum with hyaluronic acid, aloe vera, caffeine and peppermint extract that moisturises, treats and soothes dry, itchy and flaky scalps. Massage onto damp or dry scalp, can be used both day and night. I just always worry it's going to make my hair a little bit greasy or oily or something, so do let me know if you've used it. It says produced in Sweden, and it is cruelty free and PETA approved and vegan. The other thing we get in here is also from Maria Neela, and it's her stimulating scalp brush, and this is what it looks like. Spiky. This retails for £13 and it's made from recycled plastic and wheat straw plant fibre. The brush teeth are made from silicone. Day number 12, we get another 2 products in here. The first is from Laneige. This is a pretty well-known, probably the most well-known lip product. It's the lip sleeping mask in the berry flavour, which is the original one. 20 gram, full size, worth £21. So as you'll know, because I spoke about this before, they come in a whole range of like different flavours, colours and all that. I say flavours, you can't really taste it, can you? But it smells a certain way. And so it looks like. These last for like months. I like to use them at night, but they're also really nice to use during the day because they last quite a long time because they're designed to be on your lips for a while. And you also get this super cute little spatula in the box. The best-selling leave-on non-sticky lip treatment that promises to boost moisture levels and improve firmness in just 8 hours. I didn't know it did firmness, but still. The brand's unique berry fruit complex is at the heart of the formula. It's made up of a blend of grape, pomegranate and raspberry juices to help hydrate. There's also coconut oil, mirror butter and shea butter that work to condition and smooth the lips, with a dose of vitamin C to help protect your lips from environmental aggressors. The other product in here is by Huda Beauty, and we're going to pop this on in just a second. It's the Faux Filler Jelly Oil Lip Oil in Juicy Pink Lady. 3.9ml, full size, worth £21. It's described as a softening, ultra hydrated tinted lip oil packed with peptides and shea butter for extra juicy, ultra shine lips. I've just realised I already have this in like a kind of clear colour. You can see I haven't used it all that much, to be fair. It just seemed like a clear lip oil to me. Yeah, that's in glassy. No idea where I got that from. But anyway, let's try this out. It does smell appley. I must say, I do prefer that to the clear one that I've got, even though it's only very subtly different. It just, I know it feels nicer on the lips. I like that kind of almost hint of appleness that I can smell. It says it softens the lips immediately. It's got a yummy fruit scent, and it comes in 3 different shades. It's non-sticky ultra shine. It's not sticky, I'll give them that. And apparently you can pair it with their lip contour stains, which I guess would give you a little bit more colour payoff. Day number 13. Now for this day, because I have already been through the calendars to make sure everything's like present and correct and do my research before the video, it's stuffed full of a whole load of things that I know I'm not going to use, but I feel like there's somebody out there who would open this and love it. So everything's by the brand Lashify. So we have got the Flexible Bond Whisper Lights, something from Lashify. It lasts for up to 7 days. It's basically an adhesive for eyelashes, which may give you a clue as to what else is in here. There's also, so I should mention this, I believe that the Flexible Bond thingy is around about £25. These are a special tool for applying them, which I couldn't find on the Selfridges website. On the Selfridges website, they had some that were made out of a slightly different material that was like £57, but on the Lashify website these retail for £38 in this kind of colourway. Then we also get 2 sets of lashes, which retail from between £18 and £22, depending on which ones you get. B10 and B12. There is also in this spot this, which I think at first I was like, what is this for? Is it for like putting lashes in? No, not putting lashes in, but to like stick lashes on. But I think it's now, I believe, for the like tweezer things, the tool, they fit in there. That's what that is, Crystal. I figured it out in the end. And there's also a little card that explains how to use it. It just says happy holidays from Lashify, learn how to apply, and there's a QR code. So just to clarify what you're getting in here, you're getting the adhesive, you're getting 2 sets of lashes, which like I said retail between £18 and £22, that's £25, and then you're also getting the tool that's £38. So there's quite a lot of value in this day number 13, clearly lucky for some, but for me, I'm not somebody who wears lashes or uses lashes. I have worn lashes, but only when they've been like professionally applied for a really special occasion. Generally, I don't have the patience for these kinds of things. Anyway, anybody wants to jump in and tell me about Lashify, why do I keep calling it Lashify? Lashify. You want to tell me about them, tell me if they're easy to use and I should give it a try, but just let me know in the comments what you can tell me about this brand and if you would have been excited to find this behind day number 13. Day number 14, 2 products again. One is by Stila and it's the Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I've tried this before. It is a pretty good kind of standard black eyeliner. It's 0.5mm and it's £17 full size. The other product is by MAC and it is this, which I've never seen in a calendar before. It's the Pro Locked Brow Gel Clear, 7.8mm full size, worth £24. I'm going to try this out because I am very low maintenance when it comes to my brows and I just like brush them through with a spoolie. And I find that a lot of lash brow gels rather can be like, I don't know, they can kind of leave your lashes a little bit flaky, and I already get flaky brows without any help, or it can just, I don't know, like dry them out or what have you. This also has this kind of unusual brush on it, which is pretty cool. Never seen anything like that before. So anyway, I'm going to apply it. It's infused with gel polymer technology used in hair care products. It's a refreshing formula that instantly sets your furrow into place with no dryness, stiffness, no stickiness. A fluffy, flake-free finish. That is hard to say. Okay, so pretty easy to brush through. Don't know if it's going to make a right lot of difference to how my brows look, but it's easy enough to apply. Probably should be putting more on. I think it's just like it picks up any kind of flakes or anything. That's what puts me off. That's not really the brow product's fault, but you know what I mean. I feel like it kind of separates them a little bit out and allows me to brush them through and give them some kind of shape. I can feel it, but it doesn't feel like it's sort of really drying or anything, so that's good. It says it's got an innovative no fuss styling brush and it's got long and short bristled thingies that smooths and grooms and a tapered tip that precisely combs and styles. It's also 93% naturally derived and it's a 5-ingredient formula that was purposely formulated with minimal ingredients for maximal performance. It delivers long-lasting sweat and humidity-resistant wear. Own your brows your way with softly groomed and salon-worthy laminated locks. We'll see how we get on with that. Day number 15. Today we get a product from, and I've been pronouncing this wrong, I thought it was Champo, it's actually Sharpore. There you go, consider me told. This is the Leave-In Perfecting Cream in a full-size 17ml, retails for £28. It's an all-purpose styling cream that harnesses the Sharpore Active Power Complex, strengthen hair and restore internal keratin bonds, while sealing the outer cuticle to instantly smooth, shine and volumise. I don't know how it's going to volumise. It says to apply 1 to 4 pumps to mid-length to ends of damp hair to prime and protect before styling or air drying. Use on dry hair to define, defrizz, detangle or restyle anytime, anywhere. Start with a small amount and adjust based on hair length and thickness. Day number 16, and this is heavy. 3 products today. So the first one is by Colour Wow. And this is the Dream Coat Spray in a 200ml full size. It retails for £27. So this is the one that provides 2 levels of heat protection. It tells you to shampoo, condition your hair, and then towel dry it, divide it into sections, and then spray this on damp, not wet hair. I'm going to put it down because it's so reflective. And then it says to blow dry it with tension to activate, and it's supposed to last for 3 to 4 shampoos. It says if using a straightening iron, heat should not exceed 190 degrees. Well, there you go. So it's supposed to protect, and it's also supposed to like really stop your hair getting like frizzy and reacting to humidity and things like that. Now I like it, and I actually do think it works quite well. But then I read things that said it damages your hair. I don't know. I don't know if it does damage your hair. I would like to know from people, particularly people who have fine hair, coloured hair, that kind of thing similar to mine, whether long term you think this did your hair any good. Because if it does, or it doesn't do it any harm, then it's definitely worth using, because I did like the effects of it. The other product is by Sol de Janeiro. It is a Brazilian Crushed Rosa 68 perfume mist in a 90ml full size that retails for £24. So this is the one that's quite a kind of gourmand scent. I quite like this one. It's a little bit gourmand, sweet, floral, very nice. And then the other product in here is by James Reed, and this is the Self Glow Sunbright Tinted Tan Drops. So full size it retails for £39. I feel like I've had a mini of this recently and I need to try it out. Uniquely crafted with natural cacao extract, triple active and 4D hyaluronic acid, aloe vera and fermented mushrooms, these mix in tinted tanning drops, seamlessly blend with your moisturiser, serum or makeup, offering instant radiance, deep hydration and a customisable glow. I still use my Tan Luxe Super Glow every day, and that's just enough without actually tanning my skin, and just enough to kind of look healthy or thereabouts. This one looks like it might be a little bit more pigmented, might have to be a little bit more careful when applying it, although I do like the idea of maybe mixing it into a serum or a moisturiser, although obviously being quite mindful that it's not too much and that you get an even coverage. Day number 17. Today we get a product from The Ordinary. This is the niacinamide 10% and zinc 1% 38ml full size serum worth £5. So very low value. I think the lowest value in the calendar actually, but a very good product as well. So although it is a less expensive product, it's actually very good. I've used this before. I haven't used it for a while actually, but I do like a bit of niacinamide. I often think it really helps sort of protect, like I said, from breakouts and things. So if you get breakouts or you're just looking for clear healthy skin, you can't go too far wrong with this product, and easy to repurchase as well for £5, so you can't go wrong with that. I think it's certainly my favourite product I've tried from the brand. Day number 18. Today we get a fragrance from Creed. It's Ella Daria Eau de Parfum in a 10ml size. This is a floral rose that's also described as powdery and musk. I think this is a new launch actually. I had a sample of this recently, so I have been wearing it and trying it out. And to me, it's like a very luxurious floral. It's definitely not your average floral. This is in a spray bottle, by the way. And because it is Creed, it has quite a lot of staying power as well. I do find that Creed fragrances really last on the skin. It's described as a modern floral fragrance for women that captures a trilogy of roses veiled in the silvery mist of dawn. It's got top notes of mandarin, bergamot and pink pepper. Heart notes are trio of rose, peony, lily of the valley, and powdery notes, and base notes are musk, vanilla, ambroxan and cashmere wood. It's probably my favourite floral type fragrance that I have smelt. I quite like it. I can't see this 10ml for sale anywhere, but just to give you a bit of context on price, a 30ml size of this perfume, because Creed is pretty pricey, is £165, which would make this £55 price per ml because it's 10ml. Sometimes they will sell a set of 3 vials 10ml each for £160. If we're using that to work it out, it'd be worth £53.33. So it's definitely around that £50–55 mark. So yeah, that's a pretty decent size. Obviously a 30ml would have been even better, but that's pretty good and it's pretty nice, and I feel like it's going to last quite a long time because you don't need a lot and it lasts on the skin. Day number 19. And today we get a product from Charlotte Tilbury. It is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, and it's a 34ml and this is worth £20, so it is a travel size. It would have been nice, this is the original setting spray. In a way it would have been nice to have had their new matte one. I don't know how I feel about a matte setting spray in a way, because I don't know what the effects would be, if it'd be like too matte and make your skin look dry. Hopefully not. But this is the original one that says it primes and sets for up to 16 hours, no melting, fading or creasing. It is my personal favourite setting spray, so it is pretty good. But like I said, that one's worth £20 and performs well. Day number 20. Ooh, another 3 day of products, or 3 item products. Words are failing me today. Okay, so the first products we get, all 3 products are skincare and all 3 products are from different brands. The first is by Elmis. This is a dynamic resurfacing facial pads. It's a pack of 14, which would be considered to be a travel size, I'd say, and these retail for £16. They are gentle yet effective with patented tri-enzyme technology that deliver a measured amount of enzymes to help resurface for smoother looking skin. Formulated with lactic acid and probiotic ferment complex, they're clinically proven to accelerate skin's natural cell turnover in 28 days, and they can be used twice daily. So obviously you're only going to get like a week's use if you're using them twice daily, but I do like them. These are really good, I find, for travel, because they're just like your exfoliator, your toner, etc. in one. Again, I'd use these after cleansing my skin, and again, I think it does help the absorption of other products, particularly these, because they are going to exfoliate that a little bit more. We also then have a full-size product from Murad. This is the Cellular Hydration Barrier Repair Mask in an 80ml size, worth £55. Now, I've read reviews, and this gets really good reviews. Now, this is kind of... it's a mask, but it's also like an overnight moisturiser, I would describe it as. So it's that kind of last step in your routine. So it'd replace your moisturiser, if you like. But apparently it is very good if you have overdone it on the skincare, or your skin is like sore or stressed or particularly sensitive. It's supposed to really help, and that's what the reviews are telling me. It's described as an intense overnight mask which offers deep hydration to soothe away redness, replenish dry skin and fortify the skin's barrier. It's got bilberry seed oil from hand-picked fruits that deliver a powerful dose of the fatty acids omega-3 and 6, triggering the body's own defence mechanisms and allowing cellular repair. It also contains hibiscus extract to moisturise and protect the skin, and Canadian willow herb with antioxidant properties to guard against environmental damage. So you should apply it as your final step in a nighttime beauty routine and awaken to rested, revitalised skin. The final product in here is by Tatcha, and it's the Silk Cream. This is a 15ml travel size, retails for £32, suitable for combination to dry skin, so not so much for oily skin. It's got silk extract, which helps to smooth and plump the appearance of dry, fine lines, and Hadassah 3, which reveals radiant, healthy looking skin. Can't go wrong with a bit of Tatcha. So this one is described as weightless and firming moisturising silk. I always associate this one as being their kind of anti-aging type moisturiser, particularly good for more mature skin or dry skin, but it is just a really lovely moisturiser. Day number 21, and today we get another fragrance. This is by Ex Nihilo, and it is called Fleur Narquette. Narquette. I have no idea how you say that. It is 7.5ml or 0.25 fluid ounce. Now this again is kind of hard to find a price for. They sell a set of 5 for £120, which would make this one worth about £24 price per ml. It's in a glass vial with a metal lid, and it is a spray. Yay for the spray, because that's my favourite way to apply perfume. It has top notes of bergamot, lychee and peach, heart notes of jasmine, peony and orange blossom, and base notes of transparent wood, moss and musk. I like this one. I think it smells pretty good. Day number 22. Today we get a face palette from Morphe, and this is the Outer Spice eyeshadow palette. It's 7.5 gram, full size, vegan, worth £16, which I think is a really good price point. And I'm not sure that I've ever tried an eyeshadow palette from this brand, and I'm not sure why that would be. This is what the packaging looks like. It has a big mirror inside, and these are the shades. So you've got kind of a matte shade here and here. You've got the shimmer shades here and here, and then these rather interesting looking metallic finishes as well. It says create limitless looks with your mix of silky elevated formula finishes. Apply dry for diffused luminous effects, or apply wet for detailed molten like shine. It's powered by a cutting-edge Chroma Plus blend. These all-new shadow formulas deliver pigment-packed, single-swipe performance and an all-day crease-proof wear, including silky smooth, luxuriously blendable mattes, shimmers and metallics to build dimension for effortless expression, plus an ultra-reflective molten metal eyeshadow which can be applied dry for a diffused luminous effects or wet for detailed molten light shine. Let's see what these look like. So I'm going to do the mattes first. I'm just going to do like a one finger swatch. So that's the kind of obviously the paler colour, and then that's that one. So that one and that one at the top. Then I'm going to do the sparkly ones, and then after we've done the sparkly ones we will have a look at those molten type ones. And these are the shimmer shades, which is this one and this one. Pretty pigmented so far, I've got to say. Impressed. So pigmented I can't get them off my finger. So these are those kind of molten ones. They've got a bit of a almost glittery effect to them, which are these two in the centre, which I feel like you might almost get a little bit of fallout from them. So these are all the shades together. They kind of look like they'd be fun to play around with, and I do think you'd probably get away with some of it during the day. If you didn't put too much on, I think you could use it, make it into a bit more of a wearable day look. And also a nighttime look. Day number 23. Okay, so this is one of the reasons I bought the calendar. If you watched me recently in, I think the Harrods Advent Calendar video, I was talking about how I had tried the Augustinus Bader Rich Eye Cream from the Liberty Advent Calendar. Well, in this calendar we get not the rich one, but the eye cream from Augustinus Bader. This is a full size 15ml and it retails for £160. It's an all-in-one innovation formulated to combat visible signs of aging, damage and stress while boosting firmness and hydration for a fresh, renewed look. And of course, because it's Augustinus Bader, it's powered by TFC8. So this is the kind of refill one. So they do like some fancy packaging that you can put this in, where if you buy the non-refill version, it's like, I think £10 more, and this kind of slots in like a refill, or you can obviously just use it as it is. This packaging is pretty fancy as it is. So anyway, it doesn't come in a box or anything, but long story short, I'm so impressed by that Rich Eye Cream that I honestly will keep repurchasing it, even though it's really expensive, because it's amazing and I've used the teeniest, tiniest amount and it's just the best eye cream I've ever used. So I'm intrigued, because obviously it's not the same eye cream, this is like a lighter version, but if that's that good, I'm expecting this to be pretty good too. Day number 24, and today we get a full-size brush from Refy, is that how we say it? R-E-F-Y. This is called the Duo brush, and it is a vegan brush that retails for £20. It's full size. So it's double-ended, and this is what it looks like. So it says, for best results, use with the cream bronzer and cream blush. The larger white stippling brush, which must be this one here, has been designed to pick up just the right amount of bronzer product and is designed to blend and define key areas. Smaller dense brush works perfectly with blush to add colour to cheeks. Clean regularly with makeup brush cleaner or soap and water. Well, obviously. I don't know what I'd use this stippling brush for, because as I've said before, I don't use bronzer, and I kind of find it slightly strange that they've chosen this brush, which is for cream bronzer and cream blush. Oh yeah, I suppose we did get the cream blush stick thing, so I guess you could use it with that, but we certainly didn't get any bronzer. So yeah, I'm just trying to work out exactly why they selected this particular brush. This seems to have mixed reviews. Some people think it's like an amazing brush and other people say the stippling brush doesn't pick up enough products. So if you've used it, let me know your experience. And also, I don't wear that much cream blush and I don't really wear bronzer, so I'm kind of working out what will I use this for. Answers in the comments, please. Okay, so day number 25, the end of the calendar. What have they got in store? I do love it when a calendar has 25 days because they don't all. So today we get a beauty concierge card, which I'm going to talk about first before I show you the products, because there is a product in here, thank goodness. So this one offers you a complimentary 45-minute appointment at the beauty concierge. Enjoy a complimentary service at the beauty concierge in store or a virtual appointment at home. Our experts will bring the best of our beauty haul to you, from treatments to impartial, personalised advice. Please mention this voucher when booking your appointment, and it's valid until March 2026. Now, I have received this in, or a very similar one, in my Selfridges Advent calendars for as long as I can remember, and I've never used it, and I don't think it holds any real value. just because, yes, you're getting this free appointment, but if you look at the website, these appointments with a beauty expert, yes, you pay for them, but you generally get an amount or the amount back to spend on products. So therefore, they're making you spend a certain amount of money. Yes, I guess you could say with this you're spending nothing, but I think if I were to spend 45 minutes with a beauty expert talking about makeup or skincare or whatever, I think at the end of the 45 minutes I'd feel like I needed to buy something. Maybe it's just me that feels like this. So for that, I'd be just as well paying for the session and then getting that money back redeemable anyway. So it wouldn't really make a right lot of difference to me, if I'm honest. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. Do you see this as like a kind of bonus, positive thing, or is it just something you're not going to use? I'd love to know. The other thing you get in here, the actual product, is in this little drawstring bag that says Jo Malone on it, and this is a fragrance or a cologne from Jo Malone. It is English Pear and Freesia. It's a 30ml, so this is a travel size. It retails for £55. It's got top notes of green pears, heart notes of sweet peas, and base notes of white musk. I quite like this. It's again a floral fragrance, but it's very well done, and I like it. It's sort of a sort of fragrance I like. There's just something about this that I like. I think it's must be the Freesia that I like. I think it's distinctive as well. Jo Malone fragrances, if you know them, you know certain ones, and I quite like this. So, like I said, that is day number 25. Not a bad end, certainly more impressive than some day 25s we've seen, but again, it all depends what you're into. Let me know in the comments what you think of the Selfridges advent calendar. Is this one you're considering? I will link it in the description box for as long as it's available, and I'll also link all the individual products there as well, so if you want to check them out in any more detail, then you can do that as well. So as I said, if you do use my link or discount codes, it does help to support the channel, and I really do appreciate all of your support. I'd love it if you give the video a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing. I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.